Yes, good morning, esteemed viewers. Welcome to the program this morning. Bystanders and newsstands, this is Friday, the 25th of November, 2022, and we are here in Ogba to get responses for our reviewers this morning on the newspaper headlines. Yes, welcome to the program this morning, and I am Christian Chuku to give you some of the details that we have today. I have with me the Daily Sun newspaper. I have the Daily Sun newspaper this morning. I also have other reports online. Our main headline is the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress visited, went to Ebonyi State yesterday, and he bagged a chieftaincy title yesterday, and also promised that he will address the agitations in the southeast and pledges to review the Nigeria's reward system. That is what he said at there's the picture on the Daily Sun this morning. Governors Abubakar Bagudu, Hope Uzodinma, Dave Umahi, the APC presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and his running mate Kashim Shettima at the APC presidential rally in Abakaliki, Ebonyi State. He says that I will address agitations in the southeast. That's from Tinubu. Pledges to review Nigeria's reward system. That's the Daily Sun. Let's go straight to the Daily Sun this morning. Ex-SGF, Babatri Lawal's group endorses Peter B. as Secretary General of the Federation, Babatri Lawal. And his group endorses Peter Obi. And Christian Assembly of Nigeria State stands on 2023 elections. Says that it has neither campaigned nor endorsed any candidate. Says it has neither campaigned nor endorsed any candidate. Federal government introduces history in basic schools. Begins training of 3,700 teachers in subjects. Yes, Christian Council Lords Governor Gwai on peace, good governance, and quality leadership. Yes. Let's look at other reports. Picture. On the Vanguard this morning, we now have one doctor to 6,400 patients. We now have one doctor to 6,400 patients. That's medical experts. Says Nigeria in emergency situation. 38.7% of Nigerians suffer healthcare depreciation. That's from the MBS. Reporter as enemy asks federal government to act fast. APC makes U-turn, declares support for PVAS and IREV as DSS withdraws suit against ex-terrorist negotiator Sukun Mamu. NDDC, Pandep, Ishakiri leaders, Ohanese divided over Onoche. Loretta Onoche was appointed by, brought before the Senate to be the chairman of the NDDC. Why Niger Republic named road after Buhari? Why Niger Republic named road after Buhari? On Peter B and Soludo, no rift between Obi and me. No rift between Obi and me. That's Peter B and Soludo. Yes, Nigeria ranks first amongst world's cannabis use countries. Buba Marwa, Nigeria ranks first amongst world's cannabis use countries. That is for the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Other reports. We have the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress was given a title, a chieftaincy title in Ebonyi State. A chieftaincy title in Ebonyi State. Let me read that story this morning. If you're watching us, yes, click the like button so that we can have, so that we can extend our reach to other people. Yes. We have the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Bola Tinubu, on Thursday reportedly bagged a chieftaincy title in Ebonyi State. Tinubu got the title DK Diorama 1 of Ebonyi State. DK Diorama 1 of Ebonyi State ahead of the presidential campaign rally scheduled to hold, on Thursday at the Pangele Oruta Township Stadium in the capital. Yes, an aide to Ebonyi State Governor Chuksoko says that Tinubu was given the title of DK Diorama, which means hero that is loved by the people. The conferment took place during a town hall meeting on Wednesday in the state. An APC supporter, G. Olusegun, had also tweeted a picture of the APC presidential candidate clad in a full Igbo regalia and flanked by some women presenting a wrapped gift item with the caption Aswaju Backs chieftaincy title in Ebonyi State. He is now the DK Jerama one of Ebonyi State. Yes, that is the title given to Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Ebonyi State. Also, another thing that caught the eye is Peter Obi and Soludo, they met in Anambra. They exchanged pleasantries as they met in Alhambra. Let's look at that on page 11 of the paper this morning. Page 11 of the paper this morning. Okay. Yes, sir. I can't see it on page 11, but let's look at other reports here this morning. Okay. On page 12 of the Vanguard, not page 11, we have Prof. Charles Soludo, the Anambra State Governor, with Peter Obi, former Governor of Anambra State and Labour Party presidential candidate at St. Patrick's Cathedral, Oka, during the Thanksgiving Mass of Bishop Ezi Okafor's 70th birthday. Yes. Okay, for the first time since his controversial article which dwelt on the presidential aspiration of the Labour Party candidate Mr. Peter Obi, Governor Chukwuma Soludo and former Governor Peter Obi met at St. Patrick's Catholic Cathedral, Oka, yesterday. The occasion was the Thanksgiving Mass of the Catholic Bishop of Oka Diocese, Most Reverend Paulinus Ezeoka, who celebrated his 70th birthday. Before the commencement of the church service, Governor Soludo stepped out from the pew where he was sitting and walked up to where the Labour Party presidential candidate was seated to greet him. Both hugged each other to the admiration of the congregation, with Soludo welcoming Obi to Oka before returning to his seat. Yes. Thank you. That is on our dialogue with all, for one reason or the other in the country. They stress that there is no need for violence and fighting among Nigerians over the relationship of the country, as every segment of the nation will be accommodated in his government if he emerges as president come 2023. Tinubu stated this during the Ebonyi State residential rally and Ebonyi gubernatorial campaign flag off at the Pangele Orota Township Stadium. Abakaliki enjoined APC supporters to use the permanent voters card and ensure victory for the APC next year. We want to progress, we want peace, we will talk to all agitators. These things are not done by conflict, it is by sitting around the table to complain. It is not using fights to do it, it is by discussion, by being intellectually involved, by electing visionary leaders to lead the crusade for the development of the zone. You will have it in May if you elect me. He will dialogue with all agitating groups. That's from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Okay, Babatri Lawal, who says that his group has endorsed Peter Obi. Let's look at that on page 6 of the Sun newspaper. Page 6 of the Sun newspaper, endorsing Peter Obi. Babatri Lawal is the SGF, former FGFs of the Federation. Okay, a group coordinated by former secretary to the government of the Federation, Mr. Babatri Lawal, has adopted presidential candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, as its preferred candidate for the 2023 poll. In a statement in Abuja, Lawal said the group comprising some Northern Christian politicians settled for Obi after a painstaking review and analysis of the alternative presidential ticket holders. Besides endorsing Obi and his running mate, Mr. Ahmed Dati, the group recommended Labour Party candidates to Nigerians, saying they would ensure justice, equity, fairness, and unity of the country. As one of the foremost critics of APC's single-faith presidential ticket, and also indifference to those who have patiently waited for our guidance as to where to pitch our tent, after a painstaking review and analysis of the alternative presidential ticket, we now wish to recommend the Obi Dati presidential ticket. Yes. against the same faith ticket in the APC, Babachi Lawal and Justice Peter B, saying that they will ensure um, fairness, equity, and justice. Yes, Son say Khan State stands on 23 elections, says it has neither campaigned nor endorsed any candidate. The Christian Association of Nigeria has said that it has neither campaigned nor endorsed any candidate. Federal government introduces history in basic schools, begins training of 3,700 teachers in the subject. That would be a good one if it has been sustained over the years. Let's look at other reports here this morning. Yes, the G5 governors came out in style. They said they will continue to push for equity, justice in the PDP. Are they saying that there's no equity and justice in the PDP? G5 governors will continue to push for equity and justice in the PDP. Yes, with that, let's get over to our reviewers this morning. Yeah. Let's start with my Oga. Good morning. Let me bring it down for you so that. Okay, let's start. Come close, just come close to the mic so that you can pick your voice. Just come close. Okay, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm very fine.
Let's Babachi Lawal. Because he believes
It's entitled to his opinion.
yes, we're very sorry for that break in transmission. Somebody says that the mic might be from Zimbabwe. Who says so? Probably the mic might be from Zimbabwe. That is topmost. So we can continue this morning. Like I said, Babachi Lawal endorses, sorry, come close to the mic, sorry. Endorses Peter Obi, and he's an ex-XGF, Secretary General of the Federation, and an APC member. He said what made him endorse Peter Obi is because he believes that the party will ensure fairness, equity, and justice, and also that he's against the same faith ticket of the APC. What do you think? What's your contribution?
Anyway, just like I said earlier on, Number one, everyone is entitled to his own opinion. The first thing he said that he prefer Labour Party because in the spirit of fairness and justice, I love him for that. Then number two, now in Nigeria we have two major religions, Muslim and Christian. Now, in the spirit of fairness and justice, APC did not do well, or is not doing well, by fielding the same faith as both president and vice president. Because are we saying, or are they saying that there are no northern Christians who can perform better than Shetima?
You are running a democracy.
Truly, we are running a democracy, but everything should be balanced. Now, you fielding the same faith now, the people of the other faith will feel marginalized. They will feel as if you don't see them as important. So, in the spirit of fairness and justice, I support what Babashe Lawal said.
Do you see this affecting the APC?
Of course it will. Because already in Nigeria there is tension as regard religion. For instance, some months ago when Deborah Ibrahim was killed in Sokoto.
Deborah Samuel.
I think it was
Deborah Samuel.
Deborah Samuel was killed in Sokoto. Now that we even have a president who is a Muslim and a people is a Christian, nothing was done about it, despite the public outcry. Now, if it now happened that we are now feeding Muslim tickets, are you telling me that justice will be done to the Christian? In such a case, it's not sure. So, in the spirit of fairness and justice, I support what Babashe Lawal said.
Okay, Tinubu went to Ebonyi State, Abakaliki yesterday. He says, I will address agitations in the southeast. I will make the southeast the Taiwan of Nigeria. I want you to react to that.
Anyway, it is easier said than done. So anybody can say whatever he likes.
Is it capable? Does it have the competence? That's complex.
I doubt his capability. Although we can, but I doubt his capability. Now, he said he's going to address the agitation. From what angle is he going to address it? So, did he mean he is going to support Biafra, or
he's going to dialogue?
He will dialogue with them.
Yeah.
After dialogue with them, is he saying he will allow them to go, or he will allow them to stay? So, promise.
He spoke to your governor.
That
promise. The governor of Ebonyi State, Umahi.
Yes.
And also the governor of Imo State was there. So he was telling them that he's going to address agitations in the southeast.
Anyway, in the southeast you have about 5 states. So he spoke with 2 governors out of 5 governors. So how are we sure that it's something that he can do? So if truly he wants to address the agitation in southeast, I think he was supposed to speak to the 5 governors, not to 2 out of the 5. So the one he has gone there to say yesterday, now the way we are going to see it is just playing politics. So that's it.
Okay, no rift between me and Obi, that is Soludo. They met in Oka State and they hugged, they shared pleasantries.
Anyway, it's a good development. So it's good to be at peace with one another. So it means that what he said before, Soludo, so he's trying to withdraw it. So, and I don't expect it to be between them because they are brothers. They are from the same states, from the same religion, from the same tribe. So, what I expect them to do is what he did by what? Making making settlement between himself and Peter Obi.
Okay, thank you very much for your contributions. This morning, I have Mazi Chigozie here this morning. Yes. Mazi Chigozie, good morning. Yes, you know who they call? GK Jorama 1 of Ebonyi State.
Me, I don't know.
That's Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He was given the chief title yesterday in Ebonyi State.
They say me, I don't know.
Yeah, I just told you this morning.
That
he was given a chief title, GK Jorama 1 of Ebonyi State.
Okay, for Ebony State.
Yes.
Well, since it's for Ebony State, I think it's left for the Ebony State to counter that. So as far as I'm concerned,
Your governor was there.
which governor?
Hope Uzodinma. Look at him. Hope Uzodinma, Umahi, Shetima, Tinubu.
These are family affairs as far as APC is concerned. So it does not represent uh, the position of the people. So it is not a reflection of an average Igbo person. So they are doing that for whatever reasons they think they want to make themselves happy. And
They want to make themselves happy.
of course, that is just what they intended
Ah.
to have achieved. Aside that, what else? What makes you DK, Diorama? When heaven and earth have already rejected you. You see?
Ex-XGF Babachi Lawal's group endorsed Peter Obi against same faith ticket. That is the Muslim ticket.
Well, in all consideration, you will be fair to, uh, without prejudice, that his position is informed by uh, the level of knowledge or information available to him. So we have come to a point where you cannot live in denial of the realities. The enemies of humanity, the enemies of the masses are gagging up against the masses. They wouldn't want to be displaced or dislodged from the corridors of power. And for this reason, they are doing whatever possible within their reach to truncate the electoral mandate of the people. Justice and fairness should be the basis of consideration of whosoever becomes the president of Nigeria, should Nigeria remains, because I don't believe in this system called Nigeria. So I have to make it very emphatically clear. Then P2B should be considered as the best, perhaps, option if actually you want to move forward. But the reality is that Nigeria was not designed to move forward. Nigeria was designed to serve, of course, the British business interests. And for this reason, even the British have been living in denial, you see, and have been subjugating humanity. They are doing whatever possible to keep Nigeria in the dark while they continue to exploit, of course, our common resources, exploit us, our human capital and natural resources to their own advantage. You can see the inhumanity to humans. You see, being sustained for several decades. So, Peter B, when you listen to him, of course, as a learned fellow, I get to deduct some reasonings, of course, and the objectivity in his approach and response. But when you listen to other parties, well, Atiku is relatively good, but the APC, I don't know what is saying about high tension. You see,
I'll address agitations in
there is
Southeast.
no correlation to what he's saying. You see, somebody, it seems, of course, by his age, he has lost some sense of reasoning and, will I say, judgment. Because you cannot be talking to the people who are suffering, who you have brought under subjection, whom your own party, including you yourself, has caused more pain and damage. People that have lost their loved ones and bereaved, of course, relatives, under your watch, under your party. And yes, you have nothing to, rather than to apologizing to them, you're telling them high tension abado or whatever. I don't understand. In fact, listening to him sometimes might be an embarrassment. In fact, to an intellectual, you see, somebody who reasons logically, not for Chigos Yendibo to sit down and be listening to high tension. What has high tension cable to do with Abado and all that? There's no correlation. Is that what the people need? People are looking of how to get out of this on their table. You are not telling any, you are not direction, even you are not even acting within the script that was written, you called manifesto. So I don't understand that. In fact, you now begin to see the Nigeria ahead of you. That there are more destructive future. That the future is so bleak that you can see. When somebody that cannot coordinate himself, I think my best advice for him is to tender resignation and support Oduduwa agitation. I think that is the only way he can respect and be respected by the Yoruba people. So coming to make a mockery of humanity, a mockery of the Yorubas, and is so unacceptable. And I believe that every responsible Yoruba person understood. Of course, Adebanjo or Pa Adebanjo, of course, even in his advanced age, understood, could reason even far better than your supposed candidate and the future
You say I will
president of
address
Nigeria.
agitations in Southeast.
You have addressed it now, as they have addressed petroleum issue, subsidy issue. The same way approach, you will also address, of course, the agitations. Aren't you surprised about that? Yes, you can see you have been able to ensure that there is no hunger in the land, and have been able to solve the problem of fuel. And now fuel should be 300 naira
I think
before the end of the year. I think that is his legacy he have left for us. Now
no, that is Buhari's
he
legacy.
has created more, of course, investment and empowering the youth.
That's Buhari's
The
legacy.
Buhari legacy. Who is Buhari? Who is Jagaban? Are you the one to separate them now? Is it the devil has
Who is
joined
the
together?
president of the country? Is it not Buhari? It's Buhari. Tinubu.
Under which mantra
You
did
say
they
the
call?
party,
Under the party?
the APC.
He's the chairman, he's the national chairman. Whatever happens, he told you that he single-handedly brought Buhari to fall. He said to kill, to steal, and to destroy the future of the Nigerian people, which even Funigas cannot live in denial. But it's unfortunate that most people, because of what the political gains, they tends to, of course, live in self-denial. The reality, he's going to face the agitation, and that is why Sunday Igbohu fled for his life. So he's going to continue from there. So, and is there
Even
anything
about that
difficult?
Sunday the whole issue, it will have been you have been effective in.
In all fairness and honesty, this people has no business to be within the corridor of power. If you tell me you were going to do this, if you, I like to be heard by my words. You see, if you tell me something, I discover that is true. What you told me about somebody, I may not establish my judgment on that. But what I discovered about you. Now, what have you told me that you were going to do during 2015, 2019? Have you implemented that? And you're telling me you're going to fight agitation. You yourself is an agitation.
Dialogue with the agitators.
Dialogue.
Yes.
Who are the agitators you're going to dialogue? You have the right to express yourself. You are just an individual. The people you think you are going to dialogue are more advanced, are more intellectual, are more technocrats, are more responsible, are more, enterprising, are more democratic than you think you are. So why are you dialoguing them? On what basis? On the basis to relinquish, of course, their fundamental rights that is governed and protected by the law, extant law, international laws. You see, and African Union charters that is enshrined and captured and respected. Are you telling them dialogue on what basis? That the right for self-determination is never their right, or the right for separation. Nigeria, my opinion is that Nigeria should be splitted into 100 places. If less than 3 million population can be hosting World Cup, now when will Nigeria host World Cup? If less than 3 million people can be generating a national grid close to 5,000 gigawatt hours, when Nigeria is still struggling to have 3 megawatts in this 21st century, he's not telling you how he's going to fix the economy. How he's going to, because you cannot fix the economy without addressing the power, the issue of power. You see, that That is fundamental. These people has no reason to be within the corridor of power. For my own deduction and observation, based on fairness and equity, I believe that P2B has a better prospect for Nigeria Nigeria that has never been. I am telling you, based on logical analysis. I told you, if P2B stands for Nigeria, I know that he should have been the best president Nigeria we never have, because I don't believe that this illegality, this uh, illegal contortion can be allowed to continue.
Okay, medical experts say we have one doctor to 6,400 patients in Nigeria.
Did you hear that?
One doctor to 6,400 patients.
One doctor to 6,400. What does that mean? That is a total collapse of the health system. The total collapse of the health system. You have no health system. I'm just having this thing now. I know Funigas will be happy that I'm down by Qatar and or whatever. Funigas is my girlfriend or my enemy? I don't know. I don't know where I should put him. Well, the Bible said that you should love your enemy. For this reason, I may love him or love her. But the reality is that they have destroyed Nigeria. They have destroyed humanity. What shall it benefit you to gain the whole world and lose your soul? You are created to impart and to make your life and the life of humanity better. The same people who have destroyed and ruined our health system will flee to London for medical checkup to run their blood pressure. You see? And I will know whether Funigas really loved me, because I'm still suspecting he hurt me. If you didn't contribute to this get together, it's less than 7 days today. Yeah. So let me see the updates from him, my ex-girlfriend.
Over Funigas.
Yes, let him respond. Let's have response. But the reality now, you can see that the Nigeria you are thinking that belongs to you is a dead country. That's 6,400 to one doctor. What does that mean? That's why anytime you go or you assess health facilities, government health facilities, you will stay there, be frustrated. Nobody will attend to you. The way and manner even the health workers are responding are not, I mean, as if they are responding to dogs. Dogs are not even treated the way humans, your supposed citizens have been treated. Why most of them, including Funigas, travels abroad, the Jerax and the two Nigers. You see, they assess the state-of-art facilities in Europe, in America, and they're the one calling for the sustainability of this first system. You can imagine a country that cannot take care of her masses. You see, the health of her masses, the well-being, the welfare of her masses is a dead country. And that country should be buried. That is why the Oduduwa agitation, the Biafran agitation cannot, of course, be extinguished, because they are acting to save humanity. And for the one that called himself one of our esteemed fans, Honorable Eze Owole, please, I don't like the way you responded to Kunle in my Facebook page. Please, whatever the sentiments you have, let it be within this place. Kunle is my colleague and is my friend. Whatever the sentiment you have for him, let it not cross beyond here, please. We are not here to fight. We are here to educate humanity. And of course, sometimes to disagree to agree. Okay. My regards to Funigas. Okay, and Mommy Yerima, I don't know whether you don't join Funigas. My greetings to you.
Thank you very much, Mazi. I have Oluwa, one of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Christian, morning.
West side,
West side, how you doing now?
Fine.
How is everybody doing?
We're on the street.
Morning, everybody outside and inside. We thank God that we are alive again. Yeah. Because it's not for God, the government will not allow us to see today. But because you live, you and I can face tomorrow. All motherfucking fear is gone. Because now is the time for you and I to claim our real department of the true home. So you can see we are happy. Our heart is glad. Our heart is glad because we have seen the reality of God. He said, you and I will see the corridor of what I have given to you. And now you and I, we are acquiring our department of the language of the citizen. Now their time is up. You can see them jubilating around the corner, but they know that time is up. This is the last dance.
Okay, we have medical expert says that we have one doctor to 6,400
One
patients.
doctor to 6,000. You see the level they destroy where they call the giant of Africa. The land that God bless, the demon came and they suck our blood. And now, one doctor to 6,000, 4,000 humanity. How can it be possible for you and I? They want to perish out forevermore. And we give God the glory because time has come for their language to end. The hierarchy is they have been drawing on the wall. Come March next year, they're gone. They're gone. Time has come for them to go. Every day for the chief, one day for the owner. Now is our turn. But we are the real owner of this land. This is our fatherland. God give it to the motherfucking home criminal anymore. That time has up.
Okay, Tinubu visited.
Can you see that jubilation? They are still jubilating in the hungry of our face. Don't you see that brother? See that boy state. See that man called boy. What is his name? You see on their face? They are all department of criminality. That time has come to end of the road. End of the road for
I will
them.
address agitation.
All those one are story. All those are in story. Because Nigeria is angry. Nigeria is hungry. Nigeria is out of the game. If somebody will of you and I, God, we are going to be destroyed. Don't you know how much those people have? If one person can make you and I to be happy, but what is happening now? Suffering and smiling. You are still drumming the drum of birthday. You are coming to whose home? To your home or to our home? To your home. We have no home anymore for you. See all of them. We know them. We circle their home. And they know that time. God has a written that one day what's go up must come down. And now they must come down.
Okay, you are saying that he's not capable to address the.
They are sorry.
agitation
They are
in the
so,
South-
no, they are not capable. See, those people are not capable. Those people, see, the language, when you say you are capable, before the language, you will see your reaction. Now they are looking for a throne. They are looking for a seat. They are looking for where to occupy again. Where to loot. You are not giving us a language. You want to brainwash our brain. We are tired of the brainwash.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to other reports here this morning. Obi and Soludo met in Anambra State and they exchange pleasantries.
Yes, there must be a room of forgiveness, a room of coming together. Because without language, we never know what is in my mind. You understand? So now they have rectified that systematic annoyance between them. Because they are brothers. No matter the system, we can't perish ourselves. Because you have to speak your mind out. Now the whole world have now seen them coming together and embracing themselves and moving forward. Now the forwardness is now clearer than yesterday. So
Okay.
I give them a big applause for that. In a maturity level to come together and say, we have understand ourselves now than yesterday.
Yes,
so let the group go forward.
In Ebonyi State, Tinubu bags chieftain title in Ebonyi State. He was giving DK Jordan Man one of Ebonyi State.
They have opportunity to give themselves any chief title. They can give the Lion of Galilee on Jordan. They can give anything. There was a Jagaba somewhere. There was this one. He can give all, but you and I know the giving is not going to end in our pockets. We don't need their language anymore. Their language has come to an end. We don't even need them. They know themselves. Even that David you are talking about, now he knows himself. His days are numbered too. Their days are numbered because it's not a well-known in the Eastern Department region.
Yes, the governor of Ebonyi State.
Yes, he's just occupying his own territory, his own room and parlor. Tomorrow he's not going to live in that room and parlor. He's going to live in a room. So they're trying to make things to become easy. And things will never be easy for them. Because they failed the test. The test was failed. F9 parallel. Where are you going? You go nowhere.
Okay, let's look at what happened by this morning. Maybe you are Oluwa.
No, I was at home. I live in Ajayi Road. I was seeing people were running. I was don't know what's happening. At the end of the day, asked. They say maybe police and Okada they have disagreement somehow like that. So I was not in time. But now I'm in time.
I heard like more than 20 gunshots.
Yeah, when the police and Okada, those majority of those Okada boys, they are from the north now. So they don't know what is A or what is B. Any small thing, they take it violence. Understand? And again, how the police are maltreating them. Somebody that is hungry, you now add hungry to the hungry. You become a hungry lion.
Somebody that is hungry, you add hungry to the hungry.
You become an
and it
hungry
becomes a
lion.
hungry
He
lion.
doesn't fear anything anymore. He wants to even to swallow you. That's where you and I are facing. We are hungry. They are still putting no hungry on us. So we become a lion department of swallowing. You understand? So that's why we don't want that thing to happen anymore. Because we are a grass level of milk and honey. We are not supposed to be hungry every day. Let's not be frank with ourselves. Nigeria is not supposed to be like this. Nigeria was not like this yesterday. Nigeria was not like this yesterday. Let us be frank with our motherfucking talk. Now the politicians now came, the demons. Now we now realize those people, they are demons. They are animal in human skin. Now it's a time to go back to the forest where they belong to.
Okay, that is the lower one. Lastly, give them the language.
Thank you, and God bless you all. Youth Nigeria 2023, you know where we are going. We are occupying the throne now. Let the old soldier go back to the barrack of the old barrack, and let us enrich our new heritage.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Oluwawa. Mr. Topmost, we are not allowed to call the numbers and account numbers online. You can reach me on Facebook, Christian Chuko, then I'll send you Oluwawan's account number. Mr. Topmost, thank you very much. God bless you. I have Otumba. Otumba Kule, good morning.
Yeah, Odogo one, Alpha. Odogo.
Our brother
Good morning.
went to Ebonyi State and got the chief title.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Via. God bless you all. You know, it's a new day. And thank God it's Friday. So everybody, God bless you all.
Yeah, DK Jordan, man one of Ebonyi State.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing to happen.
One day she got my state, let's give it
You
title.
know, yeah, there are a lot of Igbos have been given titles on island.
No, it's a
you
general
know that
thing.
one. It's a general thing. So it's a reciprocate, things from both sides. They are family, but it's only when the election comes, they divide themselves. So I'm talking of southeast, southwest. So only God knows when without hands they cannot agree together on the electoral, process. But when the election finished, after post-election, they come together again. Start doing their
Election
business.
divide them.
Divide them, yes.
Okay.
So that's just the problem we have. They love themselves. We love ourselves here too, but election now is bringing some,
Like
division,
P2B and
different
Soludo
interests.
that met yesterday.
I'm so shocked. You see people crying out for, Soludo na mad guy. Oyadi or what they call those strands in East. They will report Amadioha. They will report Soludo. They will report it. You could see now, these guys, you can't separate them. When politics come, they will become temporary enemy. And that temporary enemy is not like when they get to the inner caucus, they won't resolve it. That is what is going on. Don't fight for any politician and don't die for any politician. Because if you do that, you are at your own risk. And nobody will remember you when you die. The life that goes on, the politician will still romancing themselves. That's what I always tell people. I can't die because of one politician. And I don't belong to, say I do party meeting or do all sort of things. I'm an independent person. I, swing my vote to where my mind sets, where my mind tells me. Nevertheless, but I apply my brain likewise. I need to start, see ahead, be proactive with everybody that is coming to rule me now, right from the local government chairman to, presidency. But we need to start from the roots. The candidates of local government candidates, the governors, the senators, those ones are the ones that are closer to us, right? So we need to start our engagement, political engagement from those people, because you can't go to Abuja to go and face the presidency, right? To get to Aso Rock is like getting to what's it called, Jerusalem or what,
You're going on pilgrimage.
You are going on pilgrimage. That's it.
Okay, let's
Every
talk about this
security.
police Okada issue. It's a recurring issue every time.
My brother.
This morning now, that area I stay, something.
I was. Yeah, you are hearing gunshot. They said there was a gunshot, rapid rain, serious gunshots around there. I heard it too. And the spillover. I met the spillover along the way. I saw some guys going with soldiers to, I don't know who those boys are. They just parked soldiers in their car and they went down through Okerat. But about the police and the Okada, let us be realistic, right? This time around, we will have a lot of influx of nomadic Fulanis.
Oh, we are having.
We are having already. And their base is Lagos because they've sniffed them out in the north now. So they need to start profiling us, these people. By the time you have conversation with one of these people, because I do price yam from them, you know these people, they can't even understand you. An average Hausa man will still be able to speak broken, go hear broken. But this one, they don't hear anything. Where are they from then? And I'm starting to suspect.
We are entering a bike. You tell them I'm going here.
Yeah, they don't. They don't
know where you're going.
They don't know.
It is when they get to another place.
I'm telling you, that's why the Lagos states, they have to be, wake up. They have to wake up from the slumber. The security apparatus of this the states has to be reorganized again against all these people. Pick them up, profile them. Because I don't think, you see, this is time you've seen. That's how they came in towards the election the other time. That they said some people invited them. They are around again now. You can see them. The north is not more fertile for them. They are sniffing them. They are smoking them out there. And south is where they are coming to now. And you could see Lagos Ibadan now is insecure. They've created a, what's it called there? The station there.
Yeah.
The bandits and all these things. They are in the forest.
The station of that Kara.
Yes, Kara. So who are these people? Who are they? They are human beings and they need to fish them out. And I keep saying, every truck that comes to Lagos, on the disguise of they are bringing cow, they are bringing tomato, you will see a lot of Okada inside that they will package inside. And those guys will just follow those truck down. And that was what Wike was doing during the COVID time, the COVID that he has to secure his states. If they are bringing cow, we don't want to see human being, with cow, because nobody is going to slaughter human being at abattoir. It's only cow you should bring to abattoir. So why are you packing all these people? You see a lot of Okada, and
the Lagos State ban Okada in some local government. Especially local government. You see Okada.
You see, and those are the guys. They are lawless. You will see them that they are lawless.
The local government should be held responsible because they collect tickets from these guys.
That
means the government also supports in a way.
So the two of them now should go and know how to, because when two elephants fight, it's the grass that will suffer. It's not the Lagos State government that will suffer all this. What's it called? When everything boomerang now, it's not Lagos State. It's not Lagos State, and it's not the people that don't value life. All these guys that don't even have family. You can't know where they come from, and they will tell you they are Hausas. But we know they are real Hausas. With communication, skills, they can hear broken, they can speak broken. But this one cannot even hear you. They cannot hear you. They have to just talk to one of the Aboriginal Aboki here that will translate. All of them are same. I went to buy yam from one of them the other time. He sold a bad yam for me. But to locate that guy is problem. I was telling one of them, they said that guy cannot.
You have told them, Mr. Lucky, to just show you where you get the
know it was big yam, very robust yam. But when I sliced it, everything was just rotten, and I started looking for the guy. I can't even. They say it's from my 12. He rolled this their wheelbarrow from my 12 down here. So make say, man, there's a serious begin in Lagos, and the Lagos security, I think with their security trust fund that they are reserving for security of Lagos, they should put it into use. Police, they are overwhelmed as it is.
Yeah, we have one doctor to 6,400 patients, medical experts.
All the doctors don't jackpot now, Everybody, they wouldn't want their destiny to be killed now, They kill their destiny here. When the doctor work for 7 hours, 8 hours in the clinic,
it's not going to affect you.
I go now. We go to alternate. We go to alternate medicine. Even
I go no be for typhoid and malaria.
No be for typhoid. It's there for everything. You get it for everything.
Hypertension. I go to cure hypertension.
Before Igbo land, our forefathers, they were using their traditional medicine to cure themselves. It's weird that we just departed. You see China now. China doesn't believe in. They have to go to. They use their herbs. They believe in herbs, and they're the most strongest people on earth.
But that's not
they don't die anyhow.
That's not an excuse that we have 6,400.
We have 6,400. But when the environment is not conducive for them and they are going, then we start looking for alternate medicine that we'll be using. That's it. This is not today. A lot of we are talking doctor. How about nurses? How about nurses? How about the IT gurus that we have in banks now? A lot of them have gone. That's why you see a lot of banks.
We have an increase in bandits, terrorists,
yes,
kidnappers.
Yes, that is the problem. What the problem I've been having is those guys through nepotism, and that is one thing I will say. This government is just being nepotistic, and why putting your people to guide all the borders, and those people will now be having software from Aboki, Nigerian Aboki, Chad Aboki, and all those things, and they are the ones flooding in. They are the ones coming in to cause it mayhem because they have no family, they have no traces, they have no, they are ready to die. They've signed their death warrant already. They've got nothing they want to achieve in life. So
they've got nothing to lose.
They've got nothing to lose. So that's just the problem we are having now. I don't know. The leadership is confused. Everyone is confused now. You pack unknown people, unknown body, foreign body down here. They start causing mayhem, and they've got nothing to lose. They can set anywhere ablaze, and who? All these bandits now, they are bandits. Majority of these Okada guys are bandits. I'm telling you, they are serious bandits. You dare not talk to them. I was nearly, even on island there, I was very nearly attacked yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yes, I was nearly attacked, but I just stand the whole thing down. Suddenly, all of them have gang up. It happens, even in on Island Junction, those Bureau the Chain guys, I had a very serious battle with them. That we own this, every one of us own this country. Not about one person who has superiority of citizenship over any, we other guys. It wasn't an easy thing. I got to station, I met one lady, from the south, likewise, from the southeast. You know what he told me? He said, I know, say those people get leg, we are the tackle. I said, so me, not be leg, I take come here, me, I no get leg. Can you imagine that? If any security officer that want you to even tackle them, he must have, he must have given that verdict. He will just give that verdict to you that these people you are fighting, you want to bring to the book, the untouchable, to down your morale that you're a second citizen. But I prove it with them. Say we all own this country. Officer, please, this Nigerian belongs to all of us. Please, I want justice. And they have to invite their Seriki. They have to invite their Seriki. To the extent they mob the police. Yes.
Before they can implement.
The rig guys, they could not arrest because there was multitude of crowd that guide them that nothing will happen. The police, they have to molest the police, right? Until the police went back, they now reinforced and said, okay, the Seriki now came out that okay, he will be the one to go and face the police, not the boys. Can you imagine that? What a country we have. It's been too late. Our leaders have sold us out. Not be today. We've been sold out for almost a year, 5 decades. We've been sold out.
To who?
To our oppressors now.
Who are our oppressors?
Political oppressors. You should know that. You should know that. You should know that. You should know that. Equal right. They say equal right, but the right is not equal in this country. Right is not equal.
Nigeria ranks first among the world's cannabis use country. Number one country in the whole world that use cannabis.
Yeah, Nigeria is number one.
Number one in the whole world.
Oh, that's why Mara is, is getting that. But you see, the cannabis, they are saying that people, it's not the problem of the youth. It's the frustration of the youth. A youth that has nothing to do. They say an idle mind is a devil workshop. Right? You don't provide job for these people. You're the leaders, they are there. And those people, the leaders, I believe some of them are on drugs for them to be, not to be thinking right any longer. What they ought to be doing, they will neglect it. So, Mr. Marwa know the problem. That's why he's tackling the importers of those cannabis, the importers of those cocaine, heroin. Is everywhere around now. It's drug money. It's drug money that is circulating in Nigeria. Now go to Lekki everywhere. It's drug money. You know, it's drug money because nobody believes in the economy again. Everybody's hustle for his own survival. So you see drug pushers, you see 419, you see ritual killers, you see, you know, everybody's just trying to cut shots, which is very, very bad for the system. What legacy are you going to leave for the children? That is why we say the country as it is, it's calm and it's shaking. And what will make it stand well is that constitution. You can't build anything on nothing, because we have a deceptive, constitution. We need to sit down and talk to ourselves. We can't be fooling ourselves. We've been fooling ourselves for how many years? How many years? The advent of democracy now. How many years have we been fooling ourselves? We've been fooling ourselves, but pashi, corner, we are just passing the issues. Instead of let's come down to the issue and dig it out and break it and sort out the integrity of the problem we have. Okay, let us sit down and sort the problem. Not election, not all these things. Because this is how this country will be. Till the next decade, till the next 20 decades. Because once you are running away from the solution, I mean, this is what we keep saying.
Thank you very much,
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Malga. Good morning. Yeah, come close. Can put it here. So that, put it here. Okay, let's talk about Tinubu in Ebonyi yesterday. Got a chief justice title, DK Diorama 1 of Ebonyi State.
Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, viewers. It's a pleasure to meet you all. You see, Tinubu of giving a chief title of DK Diorama 1. All those things are kind of a celebration. They are trying to entice themselves. They are trying to make themselves happy. That's not the problem. That's not the point of Nigeria. We are not interested of our high chief.
Okay, he said he's going to address the agitations in the southeast.
He's going to address agitation in the southeast. All this is a political language. In order to get enough vote in southeast, in order to win southeast heart, betting out of mind is out of sight. I can promise a woman that I'll be 3-story building, 10-story building. Well, what is your man is different from what your promise is. We don't believe in that promises. Thank you.
The governor was there.
The governor of Ebonyi State himself.
And Imo State.
The governor of Imo State is one of the worst governors Southeast ever have. Southeast Imo State was the most peaceful state in Nigeria. But Southeast today has become a chaos area, a war area, a difficult area. Even this Christmas time, a lot of people will not travel home because of this governor of Imo State. Because of trouble has caused in Imo State. Because when you travel to Imo State, you cannot come out and feel free as that is supposed to be. Thank you.
Okay, let's look at other reports now. Peter Obi and Soludo met yesterday.
Yeah.
And they exchanged pleasantries.
Yeah. I'm very, very happy. In short, I'm number one person that is happy in this issue. Because a lot of Yorubas, Hausas, and other people are the one that criticizing Obi. That your governor did not endorse you as a president.
But Soludo has not endorsed Peter Obi yet.
Yes, he has not endorsed, but directly or indirectly now. The way I look at it, I believe where two people are having an issues. After selling together, I think we are able to support Obi. But what I'm trying to say in essence that they say what Soludo is doing in Anambra State. He said a man supposed not to have a power in his home. He's supposed to support P2B, being as he's a brother to him. He's not supposed to be the one to criticize or scandalize Obi's name in a public. That the whole world, the whole air was carried up and down. Your governor had not supported you. Your governor has scandalized your name. All those things is not happy. But when I see this morning, they hug and they embrace themselves. And because of the language will be applied to him. Are you hearing me? Because when a senior is insulting a junior, when there is a language the junior will reply to the senior, yes, the senior, you bring yourself down. I believe the reply will be given to the Soludo that make him to bring down. Know that he's talking to the junior, but they have to cool down and support the man.
Okay, lastly, we have one doctor to 6,400 patients.
That is bad government. That is bad worm. When the rat is dead, you see a lot of worm eating the rat. You say Nigeria is a collapsing nation. Are you hearing me? We pray in the name of Jesus Christ. None of us shall see in Jesus' name. Because as it is now, when a one doctor can treat a 6,400 patients, my brother, what do you think? It's not gone so soon. So that is why people that are saying that they are going to use a native medicine, go this and that, but my brother, it doesn't sort of that. All we are praying to Nigeria now is a good health, not to go to hospital. Because you go to hospital now, it's either they use high pay to chase you away, or they tell you that they are doctor to attend to you. By then, people that are supposed to cure for malaria will die. People that are supposed to care for typhoid will die because of what there's no doctor. So Nigeria is suffering from so many things. So many things in the doctor line, so many things in the hunger, so many things in the transportation, so many things in the fuel classes, so many things in the food item, so many things, even the human, so many things. We lack so many things. That's why we need a competent person. We need a diplomatic person. We need a sensible person that can stand, that can understand the cry of ordinary Nigerians, so that they can move Nigerians forward. Because 1972, because 1973, 1979, 1980, 1983, Nigeria was well balanced. Everybody was eating as normal. This was going smoothly. No, but not this corruption they're talking. Nobody's talking about corruption because when you eat well, what concern with the corruption? But today, people are eating what they want, not what they like. So look at the doctors now. The doctors too, they are hungry. The doctor has worked for 6 months, no salary. 2 years, no salary. 1 year, no salary. And they are professor. They are a doctor. Who are you treating? Are you treating an animal? You are treating a human being. So any alternative they have, they use it to travel out to go and make their money to take care of their family. My brother, I can't work for you for 6 months. You don't pay me salary. I push it your work. So you can't blame the doctors. But we only pray for God to give us good health so that we don't go to hospital, so that we don't become consul soon. That's
Okay,
what
thank
I
you
have.
very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes, my brother. I have Obong David, the great man, honorable
Very good morning
of
to
this
you.
platform. Good morning.
Very good, wonderful morning to you and the viewers.
Okay.
Very good morning to you and the viewers and to everyone.
Ex-XGF Bachi Lawal group endorses Peter Obi.
Is that what?
Ex-SGF
Uh,
Bachi Lawal.
uh,
His group endorsed Peter Obi.
Everybody can endorse anybody, Mr. Christian. I've always told you, see, in this part of the world, you can easily wake up tomorrow and endorse any candidate of your choice. Everybody is entitled to endorse anybody. So still, but the major the determinant is that if you endorse a particular candidate, what is the outcome of that? Can that endorsement influence that the general can endorse anybody?
Okay, because he presents Northern Christian groups
Anybody?
in the North.
See, I don't think endorsements in this part of the world of election, you can endorse anybody. So see, endorsement to me is not the basis requirement or rudiment for the election.
Okay, Tinubu was in Ebonyi State yesterday. He says that our address the agitations in the southeast.
Is that what?
Our address agitations in the southeast. Our dialogue with agitating. Yeah.
This electionary period is time for politicians to make promises, just like what you've known in time past. Come to tell lies, sell lies to Nigerians, sell sweet lies. It's not just limited to one person. They are best of same feather. Forget all this one that this one this one is the Messiah. So if you call in 2015, the same people said Buhari had no TV in his house. In 2011, have you forgotten? Jonathan had no shoe in his house. Jonathan is a learned man. Jonathan was this one, that one. Now the same people are now rooting for a particular candidate. But brother, you see these people. There's no difference among them. The same man that will tell you, yeah, go to his wardrobe now. Shoe rack full everywhere now. And Dino Melaya too was drinking Gary now. Now. So my brother, see, if you are not used to the system, I can never tell you, I will not come here and say one man is the Messiah. If likes of Buhari and Jonathan will still fail Nigerians. Then, under Jonathan government, Nigeria was fair. It was fair, but it was not still better compared to this one. It was fair. So, so if you've been following trends, in 2011, they were saying Nathan had no shoe. Nathan had no this. He's from a poor. He's from a poor. Now, after 6 years along the line, the man that had no shoe now, can afford to buy Rolex ones. He can afford to buy mansion anywhere. So, my brother, I am not putting my hope in any politicians. See, even the new found Messiah, I'm not putting my hope in him. If he wins, fine. But I'm saying based on competence. Because if you say, Pastor, I don't like him. Pastor, let me bet.
Allow him. You have your time.
I don't like him. If you try him,
Don't be
like
a rebel, Pastor.
I don't like him. If you want to come to
Sorry.
They drag my flute. So,
even the newfound Messiah.
The newfound Messiah that people are now chanting is that. In 2011, when in this country, when people say Buhari had no TV in his house, Buhari had no this, Buhari was how far today now? It's still the same story. Okay. In 2011, Jonathan had no shoe. He had this one. Now, far 7 years along the line, how far? Same story. But one thing I will say is that a country that has no proper database for citizens, my brother, cannot go far. You bring the best heads. Bring the best heads. If there's no planning for the country, national planning,
No data system.
Database that will make you that okay now this is the set of people I am planning for. This is this is my budget. This is my set targets. These are the people that will be captured in my budget. You do everyone else. My brother, it will still amount to nothing.
Okay, let's look at
no
rift between Obi and me. That is Soludo. They met yesterday in Oka.
Politicians, politicians can easily come on board, speak, and then nothing will happen. You know that. You will just come to the media because probably he's not supporting that particular candidate. So that does not mean that when they meet in functions, they will not greet or what or what exchange pleasantries. They will still talk to themselves. So I think this hype in general election.
More than that of APC.
The hype will still not make Nigeria better. But that is the truth. The hype, whosoever wins, will not turn Nigeria around in the less of 4 years. It's not possible. It's not possible. Because, my brother, there's more to be done.
Okay, lastly, we now have one doctor to 6,400 patients.
That has been the normal routine.
But it's abnormal, 6,400.
It has always been the same. Since 1999, it has always been. But just that this one is just, this present administration is just worse. In the sense that now, our IT experts are leaving the country. Our medical experts are not leaving the country. So I think even if tomorrow another president emerge, do you think people will not still leave? Now, what is the reason? What is the rationale behind them leaving? No good pay condition. These are people who are supposed to be earning more. Because health is wealth. These are people who give out all in all just to pay, just to take care of people. But still, the government are not even give them priority. So I think any person that become president needs to look into this. Probably because majority of them don't reside here in Nigeria. They go to abroad for the medical checkup. So and then again, I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised if same thing happened. Because already it surely happened.
Let me call on. Okay.
Pastor for drawing him on the spot.
Pastor Martin. Good morning, it's Martin.
Good morning.
Yeah. Let's let's go straight to what we have this morning. Let's look at the ex-chair of Babachi Lawal's group and Peter Obi. And I heard that Dogara's group also, he says Lawal is on his own. Looking at the Christians in the north, where do you think that they stand? Looking at these two people saying one or two things.
Thank you for having me. I think Dogara's group, or what you call Dogara's group, what they said is that they have not really taken a stance. That it's not about Dogara's group. Both Babachi Lawa, Dogara, I think they form the same block because they are the stakeholders, Christian stakeholders in APC, who were dissatisfied with the decision of their candidates to choose a Muslim running mate, himself being a Muslim. So I think what is happening is game of interest, how you articulate your interests. But in fairness to the Christians from the north, I think they have a genuine agenda. Because if you look at the way Christians are treated in the north, they are worshiping under a very harsh condition. It's better in the south. Whether you're a Christian or a Muslim, you are not being faced by any stringent condition, whether from the state governments or from religious leaders. Because if you look at what the president of Khan said the other day, when he was trying to admonish the people who are contesting, aspiring to lead the country, he mentioned issue of maybe a state governor using state resources in favor of a religion at the expense of the other. He equally cited a situation where a governor will refuse to grant state of occupancy to churches in the north. So when you start seeing all those things, and you see a presidential candidate who is flying a Muslim ticket, I think in fairness to the Christians in the north, they have a point.
Okay. I will address agitations in the southeast. That is Tinubu. When he went, there's a rally in the Ebonyi State. I can see Hobu Zodima, Umahi, Shetima, and also Tinubu. I will address agitations in southeast.
For me, the best way, I don't know his strategy, but the best way he could address the agitation in the southeast is to get Nnamdi Kanu out of detention. And more so, as the court have said it, there's no point being economical with the truth. Before Nnamdi Kanu's arrest, there was no such situation in the southeast. So the best way to address the agitation in the southeast, the best way to dash the tension, to de-escalate the situation, is to get Nnamdi Kanu out of the custody of DSS. In accordance,
you wanted to take captivity.
In accordance, no, I didn't. I withdraw it. But even if I used it, I would have justified it. But I decided to withdraw it. But because if you look at the law has the appellate court has said that based on the extraordinary rendition that the federal government have lost the right to prosecute him. I look at all the other cases the federal government is struggling to fight. You see that it will amount to a bit of court process. But that notwithstanding, all the candidates of all the various political parties, anyone that wants to address the issue in the southeast, I think the best approach is to release Nnamdi Kanu and summon a stakeholders meeting where you bring everybody on board. I said here before that if you want to solve Nigerian political crisis, the issue that has to do with agitation, there's nothing wrong in providing a table where you invite Nnamdi Kanu, invite a Sunday Igboho, all the Christian stakeholders. Because it doesn't matter whether you subdue the people through the bar of gun. If people see people like Nnamdi Kanu on the table, see somebody like Sunday Igboho on the table, it will dash tension, and any negotiation that comes out of it will be acceptable by the people. That's the truth.
Okay, let's look at. He was given a chief taxi title. You say you understand Igbo.
The hero that I love by all.
No.
That is
no his politics on me.
But I read about it. I read
Igbo,
about
Igbo.
it.
Say the Igbo part.
No, I'm saying the English version
I
because
will
we are
tell you
speaking
Igbo.
to English hearing audience.
No, I will interpret.
It's not necessary because as we are speaking to English, it's not tribal.
Come on, Mr. Matthew. You say you understand Igbo.
It's not tribal media house.
Me, I cannot
So
take
we
it
are
to
speaking
life.
to audience that
Okay.
understand
Okay,
English.
DKG Aramma 1.
The English version means
As you read the
hero
paper.
that is loved by all. So you see, Dave Umar is a politician. And because he has seen Tinubu is one of the candidates to beat in this election, he wants to play his game. So if Tinubu wins, he'll be well positioned in his government. That is the average Nigerian politician, what they do. They are just there because of their pecuniary interests, not because of the well-being of anybody. Because whether we like it or not, Tinubu and Atiku will be their potential presidents. Depending on how the last-minute dynamics will play out. Because we are not talking about the aggrieved Christians in the north. What will be their decision? How will they be voting? We are talking about Wike's integrity group. They say they're integrity. I don't know why they choose that name. But however you look at it, what will be their decision? Who will they be supporting? All these will form part of who will win this election. Because whether we like it or not, where the Christian bloc in the north decide to go will be a deciding factor. Because we are looking at the Christians, and they have something in common. Because they face existential threats.
Existential threat.
Yes. And anyone that is guaranteeing their safety, I think they want to pay their time with that person. The way it stands, I've read about Babachi Lawa's statement that he's more comfortable with a P2B. And the statement that is credited to Dogada's group that they are still consulting. But at the end of the day, if everything crystallizes on one point, both Dogada, Babachi Lawa, and all the Christians in the north, especially the stakeholders from APC and P2B, I will tell you that it will be a boost for his candidacy.
Okay, let's look at this report here this morning. APC makes U-turn, declare support for BVAS and IREV.
From what I read about the statement that was credited to their national chairman, it didn't seem as if he was opposed to it. He was entertaining fear about the network in some part of the country. And if you look at the statement that came from their spokesman, Mr. Moka, I think he was saying that their national chairman was quoted out of context. But be that it may, it's good that he has come to say, or APC have come to clarify the issue, that they are not against it. Because we want to have an election that is free, fair, and credible. For me, it's not about APC, it's not about PDP, it's not about Labour Party. Though it has to do with credibility and capacity to deliver. But once Nigerians vote and the election is free, fair, and credible, it's irrespective of opinion because the people would have spoken through the ballot box. So if they vote a bad leader, that's the leader they want, and they will bear the consequence. So what I'm saying as a person is that democracy have tenets. They have rules of engagement. Violence have no place in the democratic process. Rigging have no place in the democratic process. Handling of people, intimidating, arresting have no place. And INEC circumventing the rule have no place. So what I'm trying to say is, INEC, which is the end user of the new Electoral Act, should do Nigeria a favor. Or
do their job.
Why I say favor is, we hardly see government institutions do the right thing by making sure that they follow the rule of the engagement strictly. We seldom see INEC sanction political parties. They have the power. When you see some candidates making some statement that is unbecoming of a leader, casting aspersion on other political parties or other the fellow or maybe the other candidates of other political parties, for me, I think INEC should wield in the big stick to act as deterrent to others. Because until INEC, if there's no consequence for wrongdoing, people abnormal become a norm in the society.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, let me use the opportunity to remind viewers about the end of year party.
Get together.
That is coming up on the...
Yeah, we have Osaso Tabo, Mr. Fag, has given us, and
I will appreciate that.
Mr. Kelvin.
We appreciate it. Maybe Raf will throw more light into it.
Thank you very much, GKG Aramma, one of.
So
Good morning.
this guy has been, has assumed that kind of chieftaincy right.
Yeah.
The Kedi Orama one.
The governors were there, Uzodima Umahi, and he was given that.
The Kedi Orama was given to Tinubu.
Yeah.
One of Igbo land.
Yes.
Thank you.
Of Ebonyi State.
Yes, the Kedi Orama, one of Ebonyi State. I translate a warrior that is meant well for his people. One of Ebonyi State. Dike Diorama, one of Ebonyi State, is a chieftaincy title given to Jagaba Anachuaju of Lagos, meaning a warrior, a general. Do you understand? Onyo Chiaga, warrior that is meant well for his subject or his people. That's a very good title. See, in 2017, a chieftaincy title or right was conferred on Major General, though retired, Muhammad Buhari. Onwane Tilora one of Omahi State, Ebonyi. Meaning, I translate, the moonlight that is shining well for the people. I listen to me, of Ebonyi State. So, Achiwaju, I greet you for that, honor given to you by Ebonyi people. So I don't think it will orchestrate any political, misunderstanding or argument among Nigerians. At least chieftaincy title is meant for everybody. In Yoruba land, they give it to Igbos. In Hausa land, they have conferred Ojos Okado with many chieftaincy title in the north, even additional with their Islamic or whatever. And Ojos Okado on his head, he carries all of them because when the wood insect gathers the sticks, you know that they use their head to carry it. That is my own.
I will address agitations in Southeast, Tinubu.
The best way to address that agitation now is for Baba Atuaji Tinubu to tell the court to do the needful. Gone are the days when we come out in the public, we start suffering from verbal, disturbances, verbal, discrepancies, verbal sickness. Do you understand? When you just talk with mouth, you do it. Talking politically, Nigerians are used to political promises. So this time around, we are not moved by any verbal promises, verbal talking. To address the issue, agitation issue in the southeastern Nigeria should start by telling Nigerian courts, Nigerian federal government to obey the court order. In the case of Nnamdi Kanu, Kanu was freed since last month. Court freed him. Malami said no. Federal government said no. Buhari scratched his head and start pointing at the 5 governors, southeastern governors. To address this agitation is very simple. The guy is free. You abducted him from Kenya, Nairobi airport. The simple thing you can do is what? Follow the normal way, conventional way as it is encoded within the law of AU, international law, United Nations. The way you should just do what? Take him back is the way you brought him. On taking him back, remove those clothes you use cover him, don't cover his face. Actually, made a good promise, but I want him not to make it political. I know he's in Bodlum now, at his home in Bodlum. Achiwaju must have started, following the due process of ordering federal government of Nigeria to obey the court order on Nnamdi Kanu. That's the best way to address agitation in the southeastern Nigeria. It's not by deploying soldiers, deploying police to go and shoot at sight. No, they must address this agitation issue in the southeast. When Nnamdi comes out, everybody has right to agitate for Dudua. Everybody has right to agitate for Biafra. The best way to address agitation is to do the normal thing in Nigeria. Address the issue of bad governance. Address the issue of
oppression and suppression of Igbo man. Are you listening to me? The issue of restructure, Tinubu must surely address it because he promised us. Not knowing that to address the issue of agitation in the southeast is to address the issue of restructuring Nigeria. If Nigeria is properly restructured, Igbo man will have no reason to tell you that he's not a Nigerian man. Because back to eastern Nigeria, we have palm kernel, palm oil, coal, gas, oil, which will mind our natural resources given to us by God. We will use it for that region. But in a situation whereby our resources that is given to us by God is being used against us. They use it to turn against us. They use it to secure rifle, AK-47, to kill Igbo man, to kill Igbo man, to kill Yoruba man in the farm. To address agitation is not only in the southeastern Nigeria. Southwest is addressing, is needed to be addressed too. Because as I'm talking to you now, Odua Republic supporters, they're all over the places, they're all over the world. An average man, Yoruba man that lives in Birmingham, Nottingham or Not Hill. No, they live mostly in Not Hill and Braxton or something like that. That place where you have mostly these Jamaicans in the UK. They live there. They do carnival there. They plenty there. So let me tell you, address Yoruba own. Tinubu, address agitation in the southwest. Don't jump southwest, go to address Biafra agitation. Because there is much heated argument over Odua Republic in the southwest, and you turn your face. I want to go and address agitation in the southeast. Don't overlook your Yoruba nation. Whether you address Biafra or you don't, Yoruba nation has come to stay. Okay. So let us begin with addressing what Igboho was, addressing last year when he was arrested. I listen to me.
Was he arrested when he ran away?
He ran away, then he was arrested, apprehended at Cotonou Airport. Now the arrest is arrest, no matter how you saw it. Because the reason why he ran away was that he was doing the right thing. It is his fundamental right, as well as mine, to do agitation for what? Creation of or emancipation of any national sovereign nation within this multi-nation called Nigeria. We are multinational. We are not one. Okay. Everybody has right to agitate. Igboho is not just abscond. A threat to his rights. What sent him running? It is only a tree that lands. You are going to kill it, and that tree is stationed there because it cannot move. But when you even signal, give a sign of shooting, I want to shoot you this elephant or tiger. Sensing danger, what do? They run away. So when you tell a man that you will kill him, he will run away. Igboho did not run. Okay. He was threatened. His life was threatened.
They exchange pleasantries.
They are two brothers. No permanent enemy, no permanent friends in politics. You and I might be fighting ourselves politically. Way back in the southeast, I will see you and buy okra for you. Kill one goat, that smellish one. They will prepare pepper soup for you and I. We drink and laugh. But whatever our aspirations in our mind, we've known it. Politically, we know it. It doesn't mean, it doesn't quote fighting for killing, fighting your brother. I'm telling you, coming together of the two, meaning I sense something. Soludo is coming out from his chair of wickedness. Absolute what? Mouth-uria. Somebody, some people that can talk, he don't know what he is talking. He doesn't know what he's talking. He's coming out because after all, every Dick and Ali in Igbo land now, I don't mean Anambra State, has known that Soludo is supposed to apologize. But I don't know the reason why he's being naive and hardened till this moment. Soludo has not come out to tell the whole world that he's sorry. I don't want to understand for making that kind of blunder. I don't use some words. Political blunder is an understatement. A blunder that cost him his fame, his prestige and integrity. A blunder that has exposed most of his dirty linen, hidden somewhere. They are bringing out Soludo's, many various dirty activities in the past, blunders, where he committed crimes, his houses, sexual escapades. I laughed on social media when Kenneth Okonkwo, the Nollywood famous, bright man, he came out, he was exposing Charles Soludo's previous sex or sexual escapades. You see it? It has degenerated to what? Shame. It has degenerated to what? Shame. Because anything sex in Igbo land is a shameful story, shameful thing. If you don't know, you did not grow up in Igbo land. Igbo man, they distance themselves in anything pornographic. I grew up in the southeast. You don't abuse somebody. Oboya. It is common in the southwest here. Oboya in Igbo land is an abomination. That man will fight you with machete, cutlass. We don't talk lousy talk. If you see the way Andy, Kenneth Okonkwo is blastering Charles Soludo, you would have known that he was once an PIMP. What they call it? Pimp. He pimped for him. He knew about his sexual escapades. So now it has resulted to what? Shame. Dance of shame. Game of shame. Abominable game. In Igbo land, we don't joke with that. No. Okay. There are things Igbos remove their faces. When you say it, everybody in the gathering of the kinsmen, people will start to be murmuring. People will start murmuring, maybe you have gone insane. Now, Soludo has finished himself. He has made a very, very bad mistake. And I'm thinking that by now, Soludo would have, made what? A public speeches, a U-turn on Obi.
Thank you very much, Mazi, Ralph, for your contribution this morning. Hey, we don't. I don't believe Lagos. There's no time yet.
There's no time for over 1 week.
Like 1 hour 30 minutes. You always don't come on time.
No.
I'll
be here this morning. I'll be here.
You are not here this morning. I saw when you came in. I don't believe Lagos.
Edo can never be. Hold on. But this is my. I don't know be Lagos. I can see many political people are using it. I'm telling you, they were telling Obaseki, I don't know be Lagos.
No, I don't know. Lagos has been used before you were born.
My brother, leave that one. Edo can never be. But I'm saying it now.
To you.
Yeah, good morning.
Lagos.
Let me clap for my brothers and sisters who are watching me. My name is Lucky Eyakuna. I don't know be Lagos. Yes, I'm original, aka Lucky Eyakuna. Edo can be Lagos.
Tinubu went to Ebonyi State and they gave him Chief State title. GK Jorama 1.
Leave all these ones. Leave all these ones. Leave all these ones.
The governors were there. Uzodima, Umahi, Tinubu, Shetima, they were all there. And they gave him the title.
Did you watch their rally yesterday?
Title.
When Omeha, the governor of Ebonyi State, picked the mic and said, APC, something hook his neck. He didn't shout, as was APC, cough. The meaning of that, Igbo, don't force APC to Igbo. Don't force Tinubu to them. They are not happy. I ask a question, Nigeria youth, where are you? What is Tinubu telling you people in Abia, Owerri, Umaya, Ebonyi? What is he telling the youth today? Because majority of youth yesterday.
In the southeast, that is Tinubu.
Good. Is that what he's telling you? But you never asked Tinubu yesterday. Tinubu, Emilio come. How much for friend now she stand there so? How much for bag of rice as you stand there? So, can't question ask Tinubu or ask Kwankwaso or ask Obi or ask Atiku. Our youth, where are you? Is it when Tinubu coming? Or be when Atiku coming? Or is it when Obi coming? Before you react. This is the time for us to react. Our youth, our mother, our father, where are you? Things are going round. Tell the politicians to stop first. Stop. Tinubu, stop. Atiku, stop. Obi, stop. First of all, tell Buhari to address the insecurity, no food, petrol now. You are campaigning.
Very hard to get to.
You are campaigning. No fuel. A fuel now, 250 per liter. Subsidy have not been removed. And they are not selling. They are dying. Tinubu, what are you campaigning for? Atiku, what are you campaigning for? And the youth, you are sitting there, you are clapping. Hey, APC, PDP. And I was happy yesterday when Babachi, Lawan, said he told Tinubu that you cannot win this election. That mostly ticket cannot win this election. And he says a chief member of APC. And I watched him yesterday. And my brother, if people are coming out, he said Christian be deprived for so many years. Don't forget, Emilio brought Sibanjo as a Christian. He said, look, the Christians who are Nigeria, popularly Christian, redeemed, faith, so many they are being headed by Yorubas. They're all Christians. What to do? I can mostly. That means don't want to tell me Adeboye, redeemed, faith, they're not relevant. They cannot. Now you went and picked somebody in Borno. Youth, I have so particularly to you today, like this. I'm saying it my own now, all over the world are watching me. My brother, we did die for hungry. Do you know how many people will die from now to next year before the election? Why? People are crazy now. We are all crazy. Because no one, no food, no petrol, no light. The water now. How much can you buy back of rice? Yam, everything has gone up. And politicians are deceiving us, campaigning. How much are they giving? Look at the people yesterday in the Southeast. I was surprised. Southeast people yesterday supposed to tell Tinubu, my brother, go, let Emilio come, go to Ibadan, go to Oyo, go to Oshu, let the Emilio come, let them vote for you. I'll leave us with Obi here. Our brother, we need him here. Don't come and deceive us. That's how you deceive us. What is a Messiah? What is this? What is God? What is this? Today now, you are not campaigning for what a legacy. Emilio come. Let me talk about. Lawan say you dey shake like robot. He say you are sick. Please go and sit down. I think yourself. He said you want to unite Nigeria. You two are not doing well. You can't unite the five governors. How do you go to win the election? Obi, yes. How can Obi be granted in Lagos? And NCA is not talking. Political, they are not depriving labor. But they see labor is whopping stronger. But I want to talk to the youth. The same way the same youth are going to Obi, same way the same youth are going to APC, same way the same youth are going to PDP. The youth are not asking questions. That our students, we stay for us for 8 months under APC. APC is supposed to have a shame now. APC, they're supposed to be half shapeless. They're not supposed to come out and start telling Nigeria, when I come, I will make you fine. Tell it the Igbos. Don't forget, Igbo are the most victim in Lagos. Igbo pay with their nose and everything. They don't sleep. They work very hard and pay some of these our brothers here who sleep every day. Who ask? They yell, Emilio come, Owoda, Agbero. If Tinubu enter today, are you talking surprise? Every corner of the house, even Nasoro, you'll be here, Owoda. We are going to have a problem. That's clear as, but the youth are not asking questions. Where are you, the youth? Where are you? That any presidential campaign that come to your state, ask you questions, sir. Please, sir, don't pay so. That you are complaining now. How much for fuel? Presently, now I'm telling you, sir, no fuel. How did you come here? How did you come here? So, 1,000 naira they give you people. I sorry for the youth for this country. So, my brother, thank you. Yes, you can see we need the truth. We say we want to organize party. Every year we do party with the viewer. My brother, the way it be, it's like I don't know whether we not pray well. I mean, it's economy, both away and here. We have no. Okay, you the three that God bless you today, everybody. God bless you, please. I know. If you quiet, you die. If you not talk, if you're hungry, you're hungry. If you quiet, you die. But when you open mouth, God bless you. Again, let me tell you. They said they change money. The money is changed. For what? You just go carry apple. Let's see. Wrap up the money. You say change money. What is the value of the money? I pray somebody to send 50 million to my account. Say I should go ahead to go and deposit bank. God, answer that prayer in Jesus' name.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for being part of the program. We might not receive calls this morning because we're out of time. And we are also facing this fuel crisis. So we need to go and get gas for our generator so that we can run other programs. Yes, I would say thank you very much. I'll repeat, Mr. Fad, Mr. Osas, Mrs. Osas Otabo, Adetunde, thank you very much for supporting. Yes, Adetunde, yes, Adetunde. Yeah.
My brother told me I know you're not speaking.
Okay. Yeah, with that, we've come to the end of the program. Bye, Standards and New Standards. I'm Christian. Go see you tomorrow for another exciting edition of the program. God bless you. God bless you.
Good American woman. I love you. Don't us for party. I told you. Sorry. We are going to invite all the candidates, mostly Obi, to join us. I pray Obi should release the hand for that day.
Thanks for watching. Bye for now. See you tomorrow. God bless you.